Hey everyone, and a massive, warm welcome back to the channel. To every single person watching this right now, I am sending you the biggest, most positive energy. I genuinely hope you are feeling amazing, happy, and healthy today. Take a moment for yourself, breathe, and let's go on an adventure to one of the most bizarre and fascinating places on Earth. Now, I want you to picture your daily routine. You wake up, you might go to the kitchen for breakfast, then you head out the door. Maybe you walk to work, you go to the grocery store, you stop by the post office, your kid goes to school, and maybe later you hit the gym. Now, imagine doing every single one of those things without ever, and I mean ever, stepping outside. Imagine your entire world, your home, your job, your school, your doctor, even your grocery store, is all under one single roof. It sounds like something from a sci-fi movie, a post-apocalyptic bunker, or a wild thought experiment. But it is absolutely 100% real. There is a real town in Alaska where almost every single resident lives, works, learns, and plays inside one solitary, giant building. This is the story of Whittier, Alaska, and it is every bit as strange and incredible as it sounds. To understand how this happened, we have to go back in time to a period of global tension and fear, World War II. The United States government was looking for a strategic spot in Alaska, which was then just a territory. They needed a port that was ice-free year-round, a place that was hidden and easily defensible to ship supplies to the Pacific Theater. They found this spot in a remote fjord called Passage Canal, surrounded by some of the most dramatic and intimidating mountains you can imagine. This place would become Whittier. The U.S. Army built two massive buildings there. The first was the Hodge Building, which is now mostly abandoned and known as the Buckner Building. It was a city under one roof when it was completed in 1953, but it was badly damaged in the 1964 earthquake and now stands as a decaying ghost. The second building, and the star of our story, is the Begich Towers. It was originally called the Begich Towers condominium, but it's so much more than that. It was built to be practically indestructible, a concrete fortress designed to house the soldiers and their families in the most efficient way possible. The idea was simple. In the harsh Alaskan wilderness, why brave the brutal weather, the avalanches, and the isolation to go from one building to another? Why not just put everything you need in one place? After the war, the military left, but the building remained. And the people who stayed behind realized the army was onto something. This wasn't just a convenient way to live, it was a necessary one. You see, Whittier is not just remote, it is spectacularly isolated. It's tucked away on the coast, and for decades, the only way to reach it was by boat or by train. The mountains that surround it are not just beautiful, they are deadly. They receive some of the heaviest snowfall in the world, and avalanche danger is a constant, terrifying reality. In fact, the entire town lives in the shadow of a previous avalanche that wiped out part of the town in the 1960s. Living in separate houses wasn't just inconvenient, it was incredibly dangerous. So, the tiny population of Whittier, which today hovers around 200 to 250 people, made a collective decision. They all moved into the 14-story Begich Towers. The other buildings in town, a few houses, the small boat harbor, some shops are still there, but for the vast majority of residents, the towers is the town. Think about that for a second. Your next-door neighbor isn't just the person in the apartment next to you, they are your entire town. Your mailman, your grocer, your mayor, your child's teacher, they all live in the same building as you. It's the ultimate small-town experience, literally stacked on top of itself. So, what is it actually like to live there? Let's walk through a typical day. You wake up in your apartment on, say, the 8th floor. You need to get to work, but your office is on the 3rd floor. Your commute is a quick ride in the elevator. Your kids need to get to school. No school buses here. They just walk down a few flights of stairs to the 2nd floor, where the entire school, from the elementary grades all the way up to high school, is located. That's right, the entire school district of Whittier is on one floor of an apartment building. The kids can literally roll out of bed and be in their classroom in 2 minutes. After school, if they want to go to the playground, there's one right there in the building. Feeling hungry? You don't need to brave a blizzard to get groceries. There's a small grocery store on the first floor. Need to see a doctor? There's a clinic. Need to do your laundry? There's a laundromat. Want to go to the post office? It's right there. The city government offices? You guessed it, inside the building. There's even a hotel for visitors on the lower floors. The corridors of the Begich Towers are like the main street of any other town. You'll see kids riding their bikes down the hallways, neighbors stopping to chat, people going about their daily business. It's a vertical main street, a tiny society contained within a single, massive concrete shell. Of course, living like this comes with a unique set of rules and a very specific social dynamic. Privacy is a different concept. Everyone knows everyone else's business. You hear your neighbors through the walls. You see them in the elevator constantly. Your kids are in school together. It fosters an incredibly close-knit community. People have to rely on each other. In the depths of an Alaskan winter, when the snow is piling up meters high and the wind is howling, you are all in this together. It creates a bond that is hard to imagine in our spread-out, suburban world. But it also means there's no escape. If you have an argument with your neighbor, you can't just avoid them. You will see them in the store, in the hallway, at the town meeting. It requires a certain type of personality, a certain level of patience and communal spirit. The building itself is a time capsule. It has a distinct, somewhat dated feel. The interior isn't glamorous. It's functional and a little worn, but it's home. The residents have created a world for themselves, a safe haven from the incredible forces of nature that rage just outside their front door. And getting through that front door is an adventure in itself. For a long time, the only land route to Whittier was a single-lane railroad tunnel shared by trains and cars. You would have to wait for your specific scheduled time to drive through the dark, dripping, 2.5-mile-long tunnel. It was a surreal experience, like driving into the heart of a mountain. Recently, they've built a new tunnel that allows for two-way traffic, but it's still a controlled, eerie gateway to this hidden world. When you emerge from the tunnel, the view is breathtaking. You're in a deep valley, surrounded by towering, snow-capped peaks, with glaciers creeping down between them, all leading to a calm, ocean fjord. And right there, on the edge of the water, stands this single, gray, monolithic building. It's a startling contrast, the raw, untamed beauty of nature and this stark, man-made structure built for pure survival. So, why would people choose to live like this? It's not for everyone. But for the people of Whittier, it's home. They're a special breed of resilient, independent, and community-minded people. They trade the convenience of a typical city for the unparalleled beauty and the unique way of life that their isolated fjord offers. They are hunters, fishers, artists, and dreamers who have found a way to thrive in one of the most challenging environments on the planet by simply staying inside. The Begich Towers is more than a building. It's a testament to human adaptation. It's a reminder that community can be found in the most unusual places, and that sometimes the best way to face the overwhelming power of nature is not to conquer it, but to huddle together against it, all under one giant, sturdy, and wonderfully strange roof.